Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena playing Quick Draft Crimson Vow on the account that just keeps winning, so we're doing great on this account. And packs like this, they tell you why, right? Like, this is insane. There's three, maybe four great cards. Um, the worst of the good cards is probably Wandering Mind. Circle of Confinement and Abrade are both excellent. But Volatile Arsonist is even better, I believe, right? It's just an absolutely nuts werewolf. I think the best red card in the format, as I recall. Let's see what the draft guide thinks of Arsonist. Well, the best mono red, I mean. Oh no, there's Maniform Hellkite above that. That's true. That's not the best werewolf either, because there's like Avabruck Caretaker. Yes. But second best werewolf, second best red card. Very, 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 very good card. Just a huge nuisance to get attacked with, and it has menace and haste, and it's huge. And it shoots stuff when you attack. It's like incredible. So, okay, red werewolves it is, question mark? I mean, Voltaic Visionary is pretty good, I think. Yeah, it must be, right? For like as an aggressive deck, Voltaic, yeah, it's a great card. You might be like, I don't know. Removal is good, and so you might take Imprisonment, but it's a much worse card. And I don't think Frenzy Devil is great. Yeah, so Voltaic Visionary, perfectly good red card that I'm happy to pick up. Witness Future is not that good, right? Witness, this is not. I mean, Valorous Stance is probably the best card here. It is pretty good. But Reckless Impulse isn't that far behind, and it would be nice to send a clear signal to Lefty that I want all the red cards. And I wouldn't mind if I wound up in red-green, since I have one nice werewolf. But red-blue is also looking fine so far. Red anything, really. Like, I could try red-white, but I want to cut off the red here. And keep in mind that I've given Lefty some fairly good white cards, so maybe that's what they're playing. This pack doesn't have a very clear direction in it. Maybe a Spore Crawler? Obviously, there's a werewolf here we could take, but it's nothing special. The Cobbled Lancer is a decent card, but I think not incredible or anything. Yeah, it's not even especially good. And it certainly doesn't fit in the red-blue theme. Whereas Spore Crawler is just like generically pretty okay. Oh my gosh. Are in a state. Probably not. Could just take a Sporeback Wolf. The knife's also okay, but I mean, there's some argument that we want more wolves, and like, but the Spore Crawler is also pretty decent. I don't know. I think I'll take the werewolf, or the wolf. We end up in red green again. If you look at like the Spore Crawler, it's a pretty good card actually. And what's the other guy's name? Sporeback Wolf is less good. Yeah, actually, this sends a clear signal about green, saying I'd like the green cards as well, if that's okay with you. And it's a better card. That's why it sends such a signal. I could take Repository Scab. I could just take like a 1-mana 1/1 with a blood token. I think that's probably better. This still being here is a bit of a surprise. Maybe red-black? Like, this is a pretty strong card, right? Get Scavenger. It's pretty solid. It doesn't really fit with the deck or anything. Daybreak Combatants would fit better for sure. They're not even that bad. You know what? I'll take them. You guys can have black. Oof, look at that. 8th pick Butler? Maybe I should... Like, oh, it's going to be so hard to play black. A black deck that features Butler, right? I don't know. This is fine in any black deck, I guess. It's better in, like, blue-black or black-green, maybe, but it's fine in anything. There's nothing green here that I want. So the question is, do I want a second Reckless Impulse? Or do I want to grab one of the pretty good like black cards here? I think Butler rates higher than Guest, but they're both pretty good. And we're more likely to have like blood and vampire synergies than we are to have a zombie or graveyard synergy. I think I'm going to take the Gluttonous Guest. Impulse is okay. If we want another, we will probably be offered another. They're not taken that highly by the bots, I feel like. Okay. Vampire's Kiss is mediocre. Does red-black in this format have stuff that's like if an opponent took damage? I think that's mostly in Midnight Hunt, right? So this is less exciting. I could take a Ghoul as just a 2-mana 2/2. I guess that's probably better. I'm kind of regretting now not taking the Scavenger. That's what I get. I took, like, the Combatants instead. I should have recognized the signal and been like, yeah, it looks like maybe green is... black, rather, is the place to be. Gift of Fangs should be okay. If we're in red-black, we'll get a fair number of vampires. It's not the greatest removal or the greatest buff, but it is kind of good at doing either one. This should be pretty good if we're going vampires, because you have blood tokens to discard with. Pass on the Kiss, probably. And on the Knife. In red-black, you don't really need more sources of blood, but I'll take it in case we wind up not in black. Ooh, Selesnya. Not Selesnya, that's a different thing. Stensia Uprising is very good. Just like make a 1/1 every turn forever, and then you can get like lethal damage at the right time. If we look at Uprising, it's indeed ranked 28th. Very good card. So we've opened already 2 very good red cards. This one not as good as our other one, but still up there. So, it makes sense that we're taking all the red stuff. I think I just take another Recluse. It doesn't look like green is going to pay off at all. This is a good creature in green, but I'm not going to fight, the tides. Just give me the black cards that apparently are going to be coming to me. Here, I kind of want nothing, so I guess I'll take another Gift of Fangs. There's a red-green card we could splash for. It's good. Like, it is a quite good card. Oh, there's a Braid. Never mind. Better than... I don't know. Child of the Pack might technically be better than a Braid. It is, according to the first pick order, but I don't think we're likely to get much in the way of werewolves or green in general. So just give me a Braid that fits in any red deck, which is the one thing we clearly are. Socialite is a pretty good vampire. Sure Strike is a decent combat trick. But I'll just take the vampire. Bolt is great. Epicure is fine. I don't really want Lacerate Flesh, I think. It's so expensive for what it does. I don't know. 5 mana, remove something. It's alright, I guess. But it's just, like... You should be able to pay, like, 4 for this effect, right? Maybe even... I mean, there are sets where you can pay 2 for 4 damage. Right? A Braid is 2, and it's an instant. And it does 3 damage. Is it really worth 3 more mana to, like, maybe sometimes get some blood tokens? To, like, make up for the fact that you overpaid for Lacerate Flesh? Usually not. And I think we are hopefully going to have plenty of blood tokens. This is about permanence, right? So, like, blood tokens count? It is. I think Undying Malice is the pick here. Try to save our big creatures, perhaps. Creatures only, right? Yeah. So I can't, like, put it on Stensia Uprising or something. Fugue? I don't really want another ghoul, nor do I think I need a Vampire's Kiss. This is really a much better card in, like, black-white, where the life gain trigger might matter, and you don't already have a bunch of blood tokens. So it says Vampire on it, which is fine, but it's not really for the Vampire's deck. Ghoul is just like a random 2-mana 2-2 that doesn't synergize with anything. I think Fugue might give me a better chance to choose a specific card from their hand to destroy. I mean, the Ghoul to sack an Epicure, like, sure. It's 2 mana, it upgrades my 1-1 into a 2-2, and they exile a card, but they get to pick which one, so... I don't like Fugue, but maybe it'll end up getting played. I was about to sideboard something, but that's actually a good card. Opening another red. I don't remember seeing this card before. What is this? 3 mana, 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature with mana value less than or equal to the number of vampires you control until end of turn. Untap it, it gains haste. So, I mean, this is great, right? It's not like best card in the set or anything, but it's a 3 mana 3/3, already fine. And if you play it in the Vampire's deck, you get one of their creatures and can attack with it. Might get you a lethal, might make them, like, sack, you know, chump with one of their creatures, or block this and kill it, depending. More likely it just gets a little face damage in, which is fine, and might enable some other attacks. Yeah, it must be alright, right? Dominating. Yeah, it's totally fine. Oh, but there's also the Restless Bloodseeker. And a Bramworm, by the way. Restless Bloodseeker, I mean... The triggers on it are more important in black-white, but it's easier to activate in red-black. So I think I probably will... I know it's going to say it's not as good as Dominating Vampire. And Dominating Vampire fits well in a Vampire's deck, right? But I don't know how much use I'm going to make of this, whereas, like, in a longer, grindier game, I think Bloodseeker is going to be amazing. This is good if I can kill them quickly. I don't know if I'm really set up to do that, right? Get out of here, ghoul. Probably also get rid of a Gift of Fangs. Actually, I don't know. In a Vampires deck, it's probably pretty good. I don't think I need the Daybreak Combatants anymore. Really wishing now that I'd taken Scavenger instead. It would be a much better card to put in. But I don't have, like, clear ways to get them down to very small amounts of health so that Vampire can get damage in. And even if I did, like, Bloodseeker just pings them for 2 every turn for no mana. Which is a nice combo with this, because it means I don't have to necessarily spend my mana on cards if I want to turn it to night. Is this my only werewolf, by the way? It is, but that's okay. I could have looked here, but I don't know. I just didn't believe it would be right for some reason. Yeah. Give me the Bloodseeker, I think. Falcon Rat Celebrant, some pretty nice top end. You know, do I need 1 billion blood tokens? No. But there's still a 4/4 menace. And you can never say no to blood tokens, really. Yeah. The Traveler is a potential way to get damage in. And the Farmer is some life gain. I think I have plenty of defensiveness with Gluttonous Guest, basically. And 1 million blood tokens. So if there's anything in this pack that I would run, I mean, okay, an Epicure is fine. God, remember that game, like, 3 months ago? Where 1 Boldaran Epicure did, like, 11 damage to the opponent or something? Because I gave it Gift of Fangs? And then I forget what else. Oh, and right, I, like, recurred it from the graveyard and played it again for lethal. When opponent was very close to dead, I finally realized I could, like, shoot them in the face with Fellstinger and then pop Blood Fountain to bring back an Epicure from the graveyard and play it for 1 damage. That was the game they had Dreadpiece Demon, right? Anyway, that deck had, like, Gift of Fangs and Epicure, and the 2 of those do play fairly well together. Getting a really early 3/3 is kind of nice. But it doesn't always line up so perfectly, and I don't know that I really need 3 Epicures. Whereas I could just take, like, this defensive card. I think I'd rather have the Innocent Traveler. My mana value is a little low. I'd kind of like the deck to go a bit slower than this, because... not slower so much as, like, the cards that I have, a lot of them are sort of defensive. And you don't want a bunch of defensive cards with low mana values, because you're not really getting... A low mana value says you want the game to be over quickly, and a defensive card says you want to drag the game out, right? So, if you have low mana value cards, you want them to be kind of aggressive. And this is kind of a higher mana value, more aggressive card to kind of even things out, I feel like, somehow. Evolving Wilds is fine, just to thin the deck out a bit. Do I want that? Wait a minute, what about Catapult Fodder? I don't really have that many activators for it. It's basically, like, just the Gluttonous Guests. I don't want to throw them anyway. So the thing about Evolving Wilds, right, is it's a land that doesn't give you mana right away, so it's a little like a tap land. It lets you pick the mana you want, which is nice. But doesn't matter too much in a 2-color deck. It might help me splash something, maybe, but I don't think I have anything worth splashing, right? Correct. But what it does is thin out your deck so that you, like, when you draw this, it's kind of like drawing 2 lands at the same time, or drawing 1 land and then removing 1 from your deck, which, as I've talked about before, is kind of a nice thing to do because you want fewer lands as the game goes on. However, I feel like this deck, A, might, like, with all these blood tokens, we might draw through the deck fairly fast and not want to thin it out. Might want to have time left to win before I deck out. And B, I don't think I need to thin out my lands because I have outlets to, like, spend mana, specifically, like, Restless Bloodseeker, ideally, would be the main one. Is there anything else? I mean, blood tokens let me spend my mana pretty efficiently. Yeah, I don't think I want an Evolving Wilds either. But what else am I taking in this pack, right? Take it and sideboard it, I guess? Surely I'm not taking Groom's Finery. No, I'm not. Grizzly Ritual? We have like one Bolt and one Abrade for removal, I think? I could totally... Oh, and some Gift of Fangs. I could totally stand one Grizzly Ritual. It's not the best removal by any means. What about, like, Hearse? To turn my Epicures into a 5/5 Trampler? And the Gluttonous Guests? I mean, it's not bad. Hearse is not a good card. But I may often have fairly small creatures who want to, like, sit back doing nothing after being played. Like, even when you turn these guys into 3/3s, sometimes they can't attack. Whereas a Hearse should pretty much always be able to attack. Call me crazy, but I'm going to take a Hearse. Grizzly Ritual is okay removal, but it's nothing to write home about. Wow. That would be really nice. I have so much life gain with the Guests and the Bloodseeker. I mean, I guess it's only 3 cards. But if I could splash Plains just to run that card, oh my gosh, think of the value, right? But I could just take a Sure Strike. These things also can gain life. I already have a lot of non-creatures. I don't know that I should be taking a Sure Strike. I think this is actually a better call. Put back in the Evolving Wilds, put in a Purifier, run like 2 Plains or something. Should be okay. I don't think I want another Undying Malice. Wedding Invitation? Not bad, actually. It's a life gain trigger. And just like a generic filler card. Possible lethal enabler. The statue is not that good as a creature, but we are probably going to have a lot of blood tokens. Am I overestimating how many blood tokens I'll have? Like, I have the 2 Epicures. The Bloodseeker makes arbitrarily many. Sort of, but he cycles them. No, he makes them, yeah. He can cycle them if the guest is on board, but he can also make them on his own. Yeah, so that's a lot of blood tokens. 2 guests. Socialite. So I think Statuette should be online fairly often. I don't really have any reason to take the Persistent Specimen. So it's between Statuette and Rot-Tide Gargantua, which, you know, it could, like, sack an Epicure. It wouldn't be sad to do that, but often it just might not do anything. I think I'll take the Statuette. Okay, fine. I mean, I can run some fixing. I have way too many non-creatures. Oh my god, maybe that's bad. Okay, we can cut Fugue and like a Gift of Fangs. I don't know that I really want the Malice either, to be honest. Does it have a? Is it a modal thing? I forgot already. Or is it just the one mode? Or is it? Yeah, until in a turn when it comes back to the count. Okay. Um. Yeah, I think like this is fine. I'm usually happy to put an heirloom in most decks. Even though my mana value is 2.6, I feel like we'll be able to dig pretty well. And I would like to be able to hit the Markov Purifier colors more often. Okay, the Grizzly Ritual actually wield. Aim for the head? I don't want that. Okay, this deck has too few creatures. Are there any creatures that I could have put in here? Let's just look in every color. I do have like a little bit of fixing. I think one Plains, one Evolving Wilds, one Honored Heirloom should be enough for Markov Purifier to be fairly reliable. Could put in the Daybreak Combatants or something. But no, it looks like we don't have a lot of creatures lying around that I could just put in. So similar number of red and black cards, a lot more double-pipped red than double-pipped black, right? Yeah, so actually it should be more like this. And, I mean, it's a little scary to have only one Plains, because I might need to use the Evolving Wild to pick up a different color, and then it won't really be a white source. Hopefully I can avoid that. My biggest problem here is just, like, not enough creatures. But at least what I have is a bunch of 2-drops. I don't know. Should be exciting. Let's give it a try. This is the kind of deck that can get to the bottom with some regularity if we don't get killed first, right? We'll be much deeper in the deck than opponent, probably. Except maybe against a red-blue deck. Great. I have a 1-drop. I have some removal or a buff for that 1-drop. Green. Oh, I didn't fix my lands. It's wolves. Oh man, that's the aggro play. Holy cow. Get out of here, you stupid wolf. By the way, my 1/1 is a 3/3. Like, okay, game on. You think you're an aggro deck? Let me show you an aggro deck. Remember I talked about that time that my Epicure did like 11 damage. Or maybe it was just 10. 3 hits for... No, it was 11. Like, it hit for 1 once. It pinged when it came in, and then it attacked for three times or something like that, is my recollection. I don't really want to play the Evolving Wilds yet. I guess I play the Swamp. Planning to play Socialite, of course. And there's no good attack with the Guest. So I'm just going to attack with this. If they trade for the 3/2, fine, I guess. Oh, they're only on 2 lands, by the way. But the problem is if I attack with both, they can let the 3/3 in and double block the 1/1, and it just trades for their 1 drop. Yeah, so anyway, they double block, and then I just kill their 1/1, which sucks. Anyway, this way I can start attacking with a 5/5 menace. Which is a lot to deal with when you have, like, 2 mana and a 1/1. Okay, and that's about all the blood tokens I want to use right now, probably. I want to make sure I have some gas for this thing. If they have, like, Sure Strike, I guess that's fine. If all they're going to do is pump... I guess I shouldn't have attacked, because they can always just pump it. Yeah, that makes sense. I will play this, because I want to get my planes. But I think this blood token is for attacking with. Okay, we know they just drew a land, because they didn't play one last turn. Presumably they're playing a 3-drop now? Okay. Bolting a 1/1, sure. That's the one they played this turn. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought I already knew they were red-black. Red-green. Yeah, right, from the wolf. But I was just double-checking which land is new. Like, is this what they... What are you? Hello? Here you go. Why are you, like, holding control here? I don't even mind. That creature's job was just to make... a blood token. Does this have haste? It does. But actually attacking with it kind of does nothing, right? Because... Well, no, that's not true. If I attack with it... I guess this is fine. No, if I attack with it, they can just, like, pump up the wolf and block. So let's just attack. Blowing up my last blood token, and then play this to make another. Oh wait, what am I doing? Yeah, that's not a legal tap. But this is fine. I don't think I'm playing this land anytime soon, but I also don't think I'm using this blood token for draw. Actually, I guess I am, but I'm doing it next turn, right? Because this doesn't have to be a 5/5 anymore. Oh, okay, maybe it does? Okay, they give up. Finally drew their 4th land to play their bomb. Too late, that's what they're telling me. Look at this, I could have killed you if I had just drawn land sooner. Fair enough. That's why I attacked you so much. I don't think the deck is going to be that aggressive every game. We'll see. Cult of Isis. What the heck is this? That's an avatar. Seems good. A 1 and a 2 again? Maybe the deck is more aggressive than I thought. It does have... We observed that it has a low curve. Oh, and here's a nice little... Oh, they mulligan to 6. Okay, here's a nice little detail. On turn 3, I can play this, and then assuming I draw, like, well, whether I draw land or not, I can activate this to discard something, flipping this on turn 3. I can't get it flipped on turn 2, but turn 3 I can. If you gained life, make a blood token. So I want to play this one first. I don't really have any ways to gain life until this flips anyway. And this is a better attacker in case they don't get any other creatures down. That is something, huh? Let's attack with the 1. Presumably no blocks here. And then I think I will discard my Grizzly Ritual. I would at this point actually be happy to get a land. And I also want to flip this thing. Okay, 3 colors. What? Okay, so I can actually play this, right? Seems insane. Attack with these 2 because the 1/1 doesn't even matter, right? And what is... Yeah. That creature and that player, please. No planeswalkers. Well, alright, that thing saved you 3 life. 3 mana, gain 3 life. Pretty awful card. It's fortunate that we had the setup to let us do that, though. I mean, I don't want to let this get out of hand, right? How many permanents do I have? 8 right now, right? Yes. I mean, it's telling me. I just wasn't sure it was counting itself. This has Menace, so they can't even block it. Yeah, I guess I just attack with both of these again. This creature, this player, no planeswalkers. And there's a lot of things I could do, but I think, like, this is not so bad, right? Actually, no. Well, yeah, I kind of do want the extra blood token. Because that was my last chance to gain life. You know, I probably could have attacked with the Epicure. There's no way they were blocking it, right? I think I missed the damage there. Show them this and then win? I don't know. I think I'd rather just transform this and keep playing a little more cautiously. Gonna have to be quite an answer for 1 green mana. Did someone gain life there? Oh, they did, because of the life link. I see. So it's a good thing I did attack with this, or they wouldn't be dead. I forgot about lifelink, that it applies at the same time as damage. Well, another aggressive start for the deck. Into, like, drawing our 5-drop and hitting exactly 5 mana just in time. Shane Duffy LAX? This person live at the airport? This is fine. Having these Epicures in hand all the time is pretty nice. I even drew a follow-up play. You don't want to play Impulse on 2, because if you hit a land, you can't even play it. And if you hit a creature or spell, you definitely can't play it this turn, and maybe not next either. I mean, I want to bolt it. But I also want to play Impulse. I might not hit a mountain. Odds are I probably won't hit a mountain. And it would leave me with nothing much to do this turn. I think we just have to take a slowish turn and... yeah, just bolt this and hit face. Kind of weird to see that in red-blue, isn't it? Would love a land. That would let me flip this into a 3/3. Lacerate, okay. You know, maybe I just don't need the Celebrants. I think that's true. No, but I still need the blood token. Cancel. Okay, we did it. Still would welcome another land. Getting to make blood tokens for this would help me power this up, which would be quite nice. They don't have enough mana for Lacerate Flesh yet. I don't know what they would use it on. That's the problem with Lacerate Flesh, right? Like, it's just so expensive, and by the time you can use it, it's not necessarily good enough. That ain't a land. I don't really want to just play this out, but I guess it would make a blood token, which I could use to get 5 damage in. But odds are I'll hit a land anyway, and I can play Impulse and this. Okay, I hit both lands. And now I'm just going to gain more blood tokens from this. Okay. No, this attack doesn't do it. They know I'm tapped out. Sacking this is free. It's actually better than free. It gives me a life and gives me the blood token back. Now what are you going to lacerate? I guess the Bloodseeker? It's all pretty horrible, right? Maybe the 3/3. It's pretty scary to have a 5/5 menace. Yeah, if they lacerate anything else, I just blow them out, I think. Okay. So I can just keep attack. I can make more blood tokens, attack with a 5/5 again, which if they block, they just lose both their creatures for free. I don't think I need to attack with this. It has Menace. You can't do that. You want to lose both your creatures? I didn't think so. I do love how this deck gets other uses for blood tokens. You don't just have to use them to discard stuff. Oh, wow. Is this actually enough to live? No, right? Well, okay, they can let in just a 1-power creature, I guess, if I attack with all. Oh, that's lethal. That attack, you lose the game. Right? Am I missing something? Attack with all. If they let in either of these, they die. If they block them both, they let in both of these and die. So, okay, let's just get in a draw. Just for funsies. No, tap black. Not that it matters, of course. But I might draw something double red that I want to play along with this. So I was drawing Epic here anyway, as it happens, and therefore their attack with the 2-1 didn't give up lethal. They were dead anyway. But it was clearly the wrong play, because it went from not being dead on board to definitely dead on board. That Socialite has carried like 2 games now, right? Just attacking as a 5/5 menace over and over. So good. Huh. This could be playable with the blood tokens to let me dig for better stuff. I think I can keep this. If I don't hit a land, I can just like discard Grizzly Ritual or maybe this. But I have a few turns until I need to. And then blood tokens to discard to help me get there. Okay. Ooh, no plays, no lands, no nothing? I can Gift of Fangs here to be super greedy, but this deck could easily be running Alchemist's Retrieval. I don't think I need to play so risky. I'm just going to discard like Grizzly Ritual here. To activate this as an attacker. Yes, take action. This is fine. Hang on to this as potential removal, I guess. Oh, alright. They didn't get their 3rd land on turn 4 either. Yeah, like Epicure Statuette into like digging on turn 3 isn't even that bad if I miss the land. As you saw, I hit the land and I still dug. Since I didn't have any other plays. Blood tokens are just so good. Control over your own destiny. Is this lore about Baldur's Gate I have to look at? Alright, let me in the game though. Alright, I paused the recording for a quarter of a second and then it matched us against Florida Mun. Florida Moon? Not sure. Ooh. That's interesting. No swamps. I think, given that I have Impulse, I could maybe keep. I have Bolt. I'm gonna try and keep this. Even Wedding Invitation's a good play on 2, actually. I guess Statuette is better, though, right? Remember, we did cut a swamp to run this plane, so if we weren't running white, this would be, we would have all of our colors right now. What do we do now? Impulse, maybe? I think that's fine. Planning if we miss to just play Mountain and Bolt seems fine. Do I want to play this next turn? Or would I rather play it now? I think I'd rather Bolt now. And it shouldn't be a big imposition to play this next turn. Look at this mirror match. Mardu mirror match. I mean, okay. I'm not very white. I don't know what colors they are more or less of. Oh. Great draw? Wedding invitation and then a braid, I guess? Hoping to hit a swamp still? It means I'm missing this. Maybe that wasn't so great. You know what? I'm actually going to play this. You can hit me once with that if you want and even draw a card. Oh, they can't even really do that. I'm going to give this the Gift of Fangs. Makes the attack awkward. If they have their own Abrade, obviously this is a bummer. But I feel like it was a decent try. Yeah, okay. And they're gonna get to draw now. Ooh. Do I want this land? I kind of do, right? I kind of want to flip this, but I also want blood tokens for this to block. I guess I'll just blow up all the blood tokens now and let this attack as a 3/3 as a result. It'll actually trigger twice, right? I guess this isn't doing anything, so I might as well just Abrade while they're tapped out. Yeah, that's too bad. I invested a lot in that. Maybe you're not supposed to do that. Maybe you're supposed to flip it later, only when you can immediately pay for it. I don't know. I thought getting the attack in was kind of cool, but maybe that was silly. It does turn on Grizzly Ritual. I don't want to play that right now. But I don't have any blood tokens either. Could play this and then play Grizzly Ritual, blowing up their 1/2 that's going to eventually be a 5/5. I guess that's going to have to do. It really sucks. Okay. Play both of these, right? Yeah, not a surprise, but it also might not have happened. And if the creature sticks, it's obviously fantastic. So I think I had to go for that. This is another great draw. No, I will not. So they look like they might also be like red-black vampires splashing for Purifier. It's a good card. Oh man, look at all that life gain they're gonna get. Pretty cool. Attack with all, presumably? I don't have any tricks I could possibly play, so... Yeah. On future turns, I will have tricks, i.e. the hearse, but not right now. And maybe also the statue. Do I main phase this? The blood token use? It gives me an attacker at a time that I can't use it, but I think I just want to get rid of this and hopefully draw something more meaningful. I mean, sure, you can become a 3/3. I don't know what I'll get out of it. Oh, this is pretty good. Sort of. In that it's going to be a 3/3. So... one thing I could do, I guess, would be, like... tap these two... no. These two to make this into a creature and attack with it. This will be a 3/3, so I'll be capable of blocking. When they attack anyway. But they can choose to block and flip this, which I'm not sure I'm very happy about. So I think we just wait and hang on to this as a blocker. But we have to be in it for the long game with opponent having all this life gain. Right? 20 cards left to 20? Ooh, that's an interesting one. 5/5 Menace is pretty imposing. This is pretty nice. Because now I can just block with like that and a 1/1. They try coming at me. Okay. I don't see any reason to do anything about that. So I'm decking first, just barely. I've seen 6 lands. Well, I have 6 in play. One in the graveyard. They have 6 in play and 2 in the graveyard. So they have fewer lands in deck than I do, probably. Therefore, more non-creatures. Okay, so that's unblockable lifelink, right? I don't know if that's really so great an idea. It transfers a lot of life. I guess you might as well, right? Because it kind of looks as though decking may be how the game ends. So you don't need these blood tokens for anything else anyway. You might as well attack with them. And try to put a different kind of pressure on me. Can I attack with the 4/4? Like, kind of, right? Because the only block they have that would kill would be a quad block. And then I could, like, kill their lifelinker and the 1/1, which would be alright. And I don't need this creature as a blocker. And if they try double blocking, like, both guests, I get to kill a guest for free and this flips, but I don't care that much, I think. Guess they're going to try to attack with the 5/5 again. I'm not too worried about that, I think. Ooh. I mean, I don't... Maybe thinking about decking is premature. But I do feel like we're going to be on a board stalemate for some time, right? Okay, they get to flip this? That's kind of cool. Well, that makes it hard for me to attack again. But I think I can still block reasonably well, right? Yeah. Just pop the wedding invitation, go in for 4 again? Or wait. I still have the socialite, don't I? Yeah, the socialite can eventually attack for 5. Fine. Okay, so now I can afford to dig at least one. Uh-oh. Markov Purifier is a big problem. Well, it certainly is going to let them outdraw me. I don't know if they want that. Attack with a big thing so you can fish it back up? No. I see. Attack with that so you can transform me this guy? Sure. Oh, you know what I should have done is crude this so I could block with a 5/5. I'm worried about blocking with a 1/4 or a 4/4 in case they have Actually, I don't understand why they're attacking. It looks like they want to dig this back up, but don't they want Markov Purifier and Grizzly Ripper and this? Maybe they don't want the Purifier? I think they should. This is a weird attack. Anyway, I should be blocking with the 5/5 because they can't really kill that. I could let in 1 damage. But I think it's safer to just trade off here. Wait. Oh yeah, I was gonna say why isn't anything happening? They had 2 triggers to work. That's why. So I do need to keep up with them, I think. I don't want to get ahead or anything, but I want, like, decline. If they're drawing cards, I want to have some cards. My turn. This is fine. I don't really want to use it necessarily. But a 3/1 blocker is not worth nothing. And, like, there's... How much removal is left in my deck? None? If they draw a flyer, I'm in trouble. I don't want to attack with a 3/3 on my turn, so I may as well just dig now. Oh, I have a flyer, don't I? Oh, hang on. Don't do that now. Yeah. I want to stay behind them in decking. Okay. Here's my big life gain opportunity. Soonish. Oh, I shouldn't be using blood tokens. I should maybe be shooting myself in the head with this. Because then it can be a 4/3. Oh, but then I couldn't block. I want it more as a blocker. Yeah, if I don't need the lands, I might as well gain a life by discarding it instead of lose life by drawing it. I'm hopeful I get to my flyer before they get to theirs, if they have any. If they don't have any, I think we're okay. Really? That's exciting. So that dies. That's at 1. I lose all my tokens, obviously. This is dead. I guess that's fine. Do I want to crew this now? No, I don't want it to be a 5/3. Okay. Wonder how long they've been saving that one up. I don't think the board state is that good for them still. That resolves. So, block with the 4/4 and a 1/1? Block with a Trampler? Block with nothing? Trampler and a 1/1? I mean, the thing is, they want to fish this back up. That's why they're giving it away now. So I have to have a renewable source of dealing with a 5/5, but I think I have that. You already could have killed that. Ah, but now I've tapped some stuff. Okay, sure. I could crew, but then I would be ahead on. Okay, so I just let in the 5 then. Honestly, I could let in 5 again if I wanted to. Or I guess I should say if I had to. Okay, trying to overwhelm me on blockers. Sure. The problem is this Blood Fountain really is a fountain of value. They got a good Vampire's Vengeance, I think. I could give up I could draw a card to like draw a 3/3 out of nowhere and block this. I don't think that's worth it. You can have my 4/4. Much as I hate it. Okay. It's a good thing I didn't try to block with that. Now we're in real trouble. I need like that werewolf or my flyer or something. Okay, I think I actually may have to make a move to flip this, because otherwise it's just, I have nothing. I'm now behind on decking again. Or I'm winning the race to deck out. which is an undesirable position to be in. I don't know. Maybe I could have counted on these 1/1s to... Alright, I think that's game over. I don't have anything to deal with that anymore. When I said I was worried about them drawing their flyer, this wasn't like... I had in mind something a little bit less serious than this. Okay, I found mine. Technically, I live a turn now. But I'm still very obviously dead. Let's just show him the cooler card before I concede. I'll show them both. Here you go. I don't know. I could have shot my own thing to hit him for 7, maybe. I don't know when that would have been relevant. So, like, if I had been less worried about decking, I could have drawn more and gotten my flyer out sooner. But it still would have done nothing, right? They had unlimited life. And it wouldn't even be transforming. It would just be a 3/3, not a 5/3. And I think even if they hadn't drawn the Dread Feast Demon, they were ahead. Right? The blood fountain was that combined with the socialite. They just had enough pressure that I couldn't keep doing nothing. I could have if they hadn't had Vampire's Vengeance, I think. But they just had several quite relevant cards and found the right opportunities to play them. So, you know, well done. This is a fine hand. Play the Bloodseeker and the Guest and just start making millions of blood tokens, I guess. I guess I'm just not going to change lands. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Where's that island from? Yeah, it's more of like a beach than an island. Like, you can see an island in the background, but the foreground's on a beach. I like that. Mono blue? No. Color screwed, I guess. Okay. I think it would be pretty cool to have more land, but I'm gonna have more land anyway with this. Do I need a 5th mana next turn? Not really. Do I need it this turn? I could discard something? The card's in my hand. No, I could discard Wedding Invitation, I guess. I don't expect that to be too useful in this situation. Its whole purpose is being like filler, which sometimes gives you life, and right now I can get the filler effect for less mana. I guess it costs me a blood token, but no, the blood comes back. It's free, right? It's like I got to play this for 1 instead of 2, and I get only 1 life instead of much later gaining perhaps more. Wow. I guess I should have triggered this first, actually. I don't mind having drawn a land, though. Yeah, but it was wrong to play it and then wait. I should have either, like, done this immediately and maybe played my land, or played this and thinned out the deck first. I'm not sure. Okay. By the way, they didn't do anything last turn. I thought they might be waiting for some instant speed thing. It looked like they were thinking of bouncing this. But they didn't do it. Anyway, no counterspell for the Stensia Uprising now, it looks like. I don't necessarily have to play the planes. But I should, right? Opponent has no humans. I could make a 1/3, which would stop some of the flying damage. Or I could just start making 1/1s forever. Let's discard the land first. Ooh. Is this a good turn for that? I guess so. Because I can play another 3-drop while I'm at it. And this is a turn it's going to flip, so... Oh, have I not even attacked yet? Probably should have done that before I tapped out. Whoops. No attacks, I think, right? Yeah. That's why it was okay to do this out of order, I guess. I wasn't attacking. That's fine. You might wish you saved that for a real threat. Okay, so they're on the flyer plan, I guess. I have 6 mana. I could play the guest and replay the hearse. Having done that, I can sack 2 blood tokens to this. Let's see if they counter this. I don't mind letting him hit me in the air a little bit longer. Okay, no counters, that's fine. So here I am again, activating this at sorcery speed. Actually, gosh, that's so bad. I mean, it gains me 4 life. But no, they just spent the Alchemist Retrieval. I think I'm okay with this. Like, I don't really want to trigger this next turn anyway. Also, then why am I doing this? To gain 4 life? I can do that later. To gain a blood token out of these 2 blood tokens? That'll happen when I transform this guy later, right? Let's just invest a little bit less in him and not blow up all my blood tokens for no reason. Ah, I'm getting a blood token back this turn anyway, so that's why flipping this was sort of unnecessary. That's a trade I expected, and I don't mind. I guess I should have tapped these 2 to attack with this as well. Oh well. Oh, okay. All right, well, 4-1. Oh my god, I have to learn about chromatic dragons to play this game? Versus metallic dragons? I guess I didn't really ever know there was a distinction. Fenrir! Fenrir, we played this guy last draft, didn't we? Oh, if only I had a mountain. What a hand. This is pretty good. Can I keep 7? I'm not sure what I can throw away here. Probably a plains? Yeah. There's a reasonable chance we'll find that eventually with an Evolving Wilds. The alternative choice would be this 4-drop, which we might not get to for some time. But it's a pretty impactful 4-drop. And we do have the blood tokens to go digging for it. Speaking of... I think it would be pretty greedy to pass. Hoping to abrade something for 2. I can always do that next turn. And if I end up not having any plays, it's kind of nice to be able to, like, animate this when I dig. But I found a play. You know, do I wish I could have the planes back? If I could trade this for a planes, would I? I probably should, but I would feel bad about it. Whoa. Okay, this is a slow deck. No, you know what? Just hit him for 3. I don't want to play no stinky cards, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. It's a little bit too bad. I could have braid their journal. It's getting a 3 for 1, right? The journal's going to draw 3 cards eventually. But I feel like that's giving in to Orzhov's game plan. I need to, like, just kill them before they can get all that shit online, I think. I mean, I have Gluttonous Guest. Yeah, I think I put out more pressure on the board. Not that this is much pressure, but... Let them use their tome if they want, or journal. If they use it now, they're giving up a lot of board presence. Oh, wow. What a card. Can dig up a plains here. But I kind of want to blood token this away to get to attack with more stuff. And then abrade this. Or that. This is more important, right? Yeah, get out of here. And, you know, we got him down to 12 already. They're drawing, but that means they're not spending their mana on creatures. Okay. I can't quite activate this and play this at the same time, right? Okay, I guess I just attack with the 1/4 then? Just to make them spend this 3 mana? In case they had other plans in mind for it, now they can't. Okay, it looks like they do have something else in mind. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a problem. That was my big, like, threat, basically. I might draw another. That would be nice. But at the moment, I don't have another. Gonna crack it open for the final time, or wait and do something meaningful this turn? Sure, you can always decide later, right? Hearse would be totally fine, just to give me something to do with this. And this, right? Start attacking with 5/5 Trampler. I have 2 creatures that aren't doing much, so while Hearse is not an especially great card, it would be fine here. Pretty good here. What are you even thinking about? There's nothing you could do now that you can't do later, I think. Destroy target non-creature artifact? That's not in the format. But that would be relevant if you wanted to do that, you know, before I animate the statue. But that doesn't exist. Did they leave? They must be on a quick, like, bathroom break or something. And just, it's taken longer than expected. Pizza guy came to the door. Had to go all the way downstairs to the apartment complex to let him in. I don't know. I guess I'm, you know, if they're never going to do anything again, that's pretty cool for me. I think we're losing this game if we have an actual opponent. Okay, that was them timing out, so we really do get to attack for free here. I'm going to discard another one of these. It means I get less activation, but I really need to draw, like, gas so I can kill them before they, I guess. Okay, not this, because I don't, there's nothing I want to play right now for 1 mana anyway. All right, well, I guess I'll cut, and if they ever come back, I'll bring you guys back. They're back. They played a plains. It's kind of a problem. If I'm gonna win, I need them to not be here. No creatures in the graveyard, are there? Oh, there's... Yes. That's right. Hero's Downfall. Ah! Okay. Well, it's pretty bad. It's a lifelinker, even. We're still gonna lose. Opponent took, like, multiple turns off. I think I need to go digging still here. I probably could have played one of my mountain. Because there is stuff I could draw that might help me win. If I do nothing, I'm going to lose. I was just thinking maybe wait to activate the statue until they attack with the 2-3, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. See if I don't have that. See if I threw away my Evolving Wilds. Yeah. Because this could be the value engine we need. But, I mean, I did think about it, and I decided I needed the immediate action more than I needed to hit a plains, because there's only one white needing card in the deck. And I think I was right. Whatever it was I hit with it before probably provided more value to me than having this Purifier would have. Paid Cleave, so they get rid of my uncastable Vampire. Sure. Would my, like, 5-mana Vampire or Werewolf help? No blocks? I don't want to transform their 2-2. Okay, Hearse is pretty good. The problem is, like, it's not all that good. If I attack with it, they, like, just block with the 2-3, and that transforms this into a 4-3. Uh-oh. Combat tricks! Oh, no. Oh, okay. I guess I'll see what the trick is. Adamant Will isn't big enough. Okay. Best top deck in the deck, I think. Maybe? Yeah, probably. Ritual's not doing anything yet, obviously. If I had played this last turn, it would have, but I thought I might hit a blood token. So, okay. Well, we'll block this, I guess, and... Actually, isn't this making the damage worse? Like, in addition to flipping this, which I'm thinking of killing, it also turns this from a 1-1 into a 2-2. I mean, this is... yeah, I guess no blocks. Why did you play that? Wouldn't it have been better to have it as a blood token food? You would think so, right? Okay, I have to kill this, I guess. I don't know. Kind of doesn't matter what I do. Technically not dead. I know they're just going to make me discard... oh, hang on. It has to be a non-land card. Go ahead. Oh, I am dead because I can't block both of the 2 power creatures. I see. Yep. I don't know. Kind of sad. I don't really remember what went wrong in that game anymore. We're at 5-2, which is fine. I would prefer a couple more wins. I don't remember how we did against Fenrir last time we played. Because as I mentioned, it wasn't the first time seeing him. Great hand. I just need a white source. I mean, obviously a white source is a lot to ask for. But even without a white source, the hand is totally fine. I have a 1, a 2, a 3. And I think I'll probably activate Voltaic Visionary on 3 rather than no attacks. Rather than like play guest. I don't know, I guess I could wait. But I want to flip the Visionary when I can and get started drawing with it. Most things it can hit, I can actually play. So most of the time, it's like draw a card, turn into a 4/3, which would be kind of cool, don't you think? I have a lot of lands. I could wait, but I think this will hit much of the time. Fine. I thought they might be waiting on an abrade. I guess they're just going to abrade it now? Sure. That's fine. I still drew a card off of it. That's what the card is for. I mean, don't get me wrong. Getting a 4/3 out of the deal is pretty cool as well. But it drew me a card and it ate an abrade. I'm happy to pay that for, like, 2 face damage and a little mana. Okay, they want a 2/2 pretty badly, I guess. Wow, that's a white source. And I have the guest plus purifier combo in hand. That's incredible. I mean, their socialite is a bit of a problem. Okay, so that's why they wanted to trade their thing off so badly. Oh no, there was already something to eat. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. Gonna attack with a 5/5? Or even a 3/3 is probably good enough. Yeah, of course it is. You could attack with a 5/5 though to get in more damage. Probably shouldn't. Probably should just be a 3/3 since I'm not blocking anyway. Save the 5/5 for when it's more impactful. Yeah, I agree. I could trade this Epicure for 3 life. He'll probably get a chance to do better than that, right? Maybe not. I can probably, yeah. I can wait and like combo him with this as like an actual blocker in the future to like kill something. So come on in. And sometimes I'd like to wait till I have 6 mana to play this. Because then I can play him, activate a blood token, and then activate him all on one turn, so he's at less risk of being killed. And I think I have a good enough play right now. Which is to just play Impulse. Yeah, that's obviously a great card. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's obvious. I think it's great. It might be. I might be wrong even. Ooh, that's something. Another big menace creature. And more blood tokens. I'm happily blocking. Oh no, I can't. I can't double block because I have to tap both my creatures to activate the 5/5. But next turn I can do that. Because I can play this blood token, draw a card, and still have 2 things. Oh no, I could because the blood token. No, okay. I think they could have attacked there. I'm sure they. I think making that attack as a 5/5, I think would have been a good idea. If you gained life this turn, so I don't have to play this. I don't have to play it first. Let's gain the life now. I don't want to animate the statue because attacking with it sucks. Not that it really matters, I guess. They clearly can't do anything about it, so I may as well. Maybe there will be some reason that I wanted it to be active. I don't know. I still think attacking with a 5/5 is pretty cool for you right now. Do I have any creatures in there? I thought it was just the one, right? Oh, shouldn't you exile your own creature? The life gain's more important than exiling this junk. Mistake? Do they not know they can look at their own graveyard? So this blocker is useful for their 4/4, which is why they should be attacking with a 5/5 to take it out. But okay, they're not going to. Great. For 1 mana, they can't have anything that will make me sad about animating this, so I may as well. I can still play this and the Epicure. And also, obviously, have the mana to pay for this guy's ability. I think I do want to at least play one more land, because I'm going to be spending a lot somewhat regularly with this guy imposing a 2-mana tax. I'm happy to play some of the lands in exchange for that. Okay. Cool card. Still no attacks. All right. I mean, at some point, I can't just keep drawing cards. I do need some way to break the stalemate, but that doesn't have to be anytime soon. Yeah, we want 2 of every color available, although I guess I'm going to play one of these lands. So there's double black and double red cards I could draw, so... I don't know. Just wanted to have both options available. I will not animate now, because conceivably it could matter, and I can't imagine attacking with it. Okay, this is one of the cards I had in mind. But I'm not going to play it yet, I think. So I would rather draw a card and get this a little bit later. They don't even have any humans, right? So this is not that huge. Okay, these are the double red and double black cards I was thinking of. There is the Stensia Uprising as well. I don't know, I guess the fact that I knew if I drew either of these I would rather not play it could have told me I didn't need to necessarily play a land, but I want to play, like, I'm paying 3 mana every turn to draw a card. I need a lot of mana on the board if I'm going to play a largest thing. I have 8 now. I think that's probably enough. This guy's actually going to be pretty tough to attack with, now that I look at it. Maybe I need to abrade their Death Touchers. I mean, that seems like the obvious choice. Oh, it's a human. I mean, I can abrade the 3/3. But I'm not too worried about that. I think the Death Touchers are the bigger problem. Right? Because if this is a 5/5... I don't know. I guess this is just never going to do anything. Is that true? I mean, if I kill both of these off, then this can trade for a couple of their creatures, I guess. Eventually. But I don't think that's that important. I want to wait until there's something abrade, like, that can only be done by abrade, right? Ooh, actually. Now with, like, Gift of Fangs plus abrade, I could kill both of these. Actually, I don't need the white mana for anything. I'm kind of telling them here that I don't have any white cards in my deck, but that's okay. Maybe I should have animated. Bolt could be a card. Yeah, Gift of Fangs on one of these guys is not bad. What if I mean, if I put Fangs on one of my vampires? Oh, I could put Fangs on that. That's committing a lot, though. Right, it's already going to be a 5/3 flyer. It would get out of a Braid range, actually. Yeah, a 7/5 is a lot harder for red-black to deal with. It would have to be Grisly Ritual, basically. I think I'll hang on to it. Why did you... You should have left my red untapped. I mean, I understand you thought I might want to cast Gift of Fangs, but it's not an instant, and it was already past the time that turn when I could cast non-instants, so... I feel like Auto-Tapper could have figured that out. Actually, they'll probably sack the 1/1 to keep my thing from becoming a flyer just yet. And then their humans are gone. Well, that's actually a human, so... Mm-hmm. Okay, this is a card much like the card we were looking for. And I don't have any blood tokens left for it. Spent them all drawing to get here. Do I have a way to make blood tokens? No. Grisly Ritual is still in the deck, though. God, we gotta kill him fast, actually. Hmm. Oh, it does have Menace. I forgot how many other creatures it could trade for. I'm playing this now because I want to start the day-night cycle. Combat, no attackers. That's easy. Am I playing any of this stuff? I don't think I have to play Fangs. Let's just get this down, I guess. Oh, you know what? I could have maybe used Wedding Invitation to gain life this turn to make a blood token. I'm obviously decking out way faster than they are, but I have like 9 turns. A lot of time. Grisly Ritual is the best top deck I have. Sack the Visionary, I assume. The hearse? You could. But I think they don't want a human on the board. I'm a little surprised they didn't activate the Visionary last turn. Okay. There's the top deck. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Fangs here is bad. Fangs here is probably okay. I can give this a wedding invitation. Because they do have good blockers otherwise, right? I wouldn't mind getting in. And 3 is the most it's ever going to get in for, I think. I can bolt that if they try the block there, so this at least does something. They might try double blocking with the 5/5 and the 0/1. Oh, they passed the blockers and didn't animate. It would have involved 2 taps, I guess. That block doesn't seem like it's doing anything. It's just stopping 1 damage. I think you'd rather use the 0/1 to block a menace creature. Okay, that's fine. I mean, if I haven't won in 4 turns, I'm not winning, so sure, I'll... No, I need the bolt open, just in case. And what mana do I have? 9? So a land would be fine. It would let me use this twice. Which is pretty much lethal, actually. I think attack all is probably just lethal, in fact. Yeah. I'll just bolt their 2/2, swing with everything, and win. I don't have a statue anymore. Playing this is fine, I guess. So would have been not playing it, I guess. Okay. What was it that suddenly turned things on there? Like, it happened when I drew the Bloodseeker, but I don't know if that was important. It was more like the critical mass of just having accumulated enough creatures, and I don't know. These three were the only threats. This one being unblockable was whatever. Yeah, attacking with both of these and also removing their blockers, I guess. Yeah, that was just card advantage, right? That was a Markov Purifier win. Like, there were definitely other cards involved, but Markov Purifier did most of the heavy lifting, getting me to the state where I had that overwhelming board advantage because I was 15 cards deeper in the deck or something. It was almost 20 cards deeper. But I think it was probably closer to 15. Anyway, that's why that card is worth splashing for. This is a bad hand. I do not want it. This is fine. Mostly because I can dig with Impulse. It's not. It's a bad hand. If this were my opening, like my first hand, I might throw it back. But it's better than mulliganing to 5, probably. Blue? Mountain is like maybe the worst draw in the deck, but I don't know. Like, getting more lands of any kind is not bad. I just wish I were getting black ones. Okay, well this is going to waste, but I can at least play the Abrade. We're like way behind this game. Well, I don't know. I have an insane play available later that I'm not even too far off from hitting. Swamp? Swamp would be top. All right. Abrade sucks right now. I mean, just kill this, I guess. This is better right now. I'm not really set up to turn on the Bloodseeker anytime soon. Because my play next turn is kind of spoken for. It should probably be this. It turns out if I had played Impulse on 2, would have been better, right? So I could have played the Abrade plus the thing on 3 anyway. I don't know. Comes out. I think it would have been better. I would have had like another 2-drop in play by now, right? So I mean, playing this is still really good. And this creature kind of neutralizes the threat of their brine comber, or whatever it is now. Brine bound gift, because the 1/1s they make just die. Wow! That's really bold. Okay. Well, I'll just make unlimited 1/1s. I didn't think my board was that far ahead, but I guess they wanted to make sure these could do something? Still want a swamp. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Because it makes a companion for it to attack with. I'm not going to use a blood token here. Okay, I guess I am going to use a blood token? I don't know. Saving this would be nice. Yeah, I guess I should have... Okay. I shouldn't have played this yet. Yeah, because then I could have played... Okay, but I mean, this is fine. It's still a great draw. It just probably would have been a little better to play it last turn. To play this instead of this. I'd have more mana available for the next turn. Either way, I would still have 0 blood tokens to activate this with. But, oh my god, that's right, they get more. Holy cow. Okay. Let's draw a swamp to activate Gift of Fangs again and slow this thing down a little bit. Oh, I have to discard something, huh? Ooh, that's really bad. Oh, and actually it's going to... It's gonna, when... If I target it with an aura, they're just gonna make another 1/1. I mean, they have 8 damage on the board right now. This is not going to cut it. I don't think anything is going to cut it. Maybe if I draw this and an Abrade, it's still not enough. Wow. I mean, I was off to a rocky start, but this is really strong. No wonder they were willing to commit to this. They had an incredible follow-up play. Which I guess I knew, right? Any creature plus what was already disturbed in their graveyard was, like, insane. This is going to be 6 and 3, right? When I lose, which I will do. Wow, that's actually like... If I could have asked for a card, it still doesn't win, I'm pretty sure. But it does gain me a lot of life. Unless they counter. Probably should have played this first. Stensia Uprising is not going to kill you, just relax. You have the win here, right? You have... Yeah, okay. Syncopate for 3. Well, you know I can't pay that. That's why I should have played this first. It's less important than this one is. Actually, what was Stency Uprising at? Could I have shot them in the face for 7 if I'd tried? Probably. No, because they could have chosen how many creatures I lost. So. That was a pretty insane, like, not just opening, but like the whole game. They got off to a good start with some like disturbed creatures, and then they blew up everything and just like played some insane stuff. All right, I mean I can't be mad. 6 wins. Well, yeah. Anything in the deck that was bad? I mean, the Fangs was okay a couple times. This was fine. I mean, a 2-mana card that I often turned into a 3/3 pretty early, I think, is alright. Bloodstreaker and a Braid, obviously great. Impulse, fine. Statue, fine. This was sort of whatever. This was good. Heirloom, kind of bad. Purifier won a single game all by itself, which I think is enough reason to put it in. Even though it like hurt me in some games to have a planes, it didn't hurt very much. It only was like an imposition once, and not a big one. Although I don't remember if I won or lost that game. This guy won a couple games. Stensia Uprising kind of never did anything. There was that one game where it generated a bunch of tokens and then an opponent played Vampire's Vengeance and overwhelmed me. So, I mean, it required them to have Vampire's Vengeance, but then they did have it, so, anyway. Good run all the same. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.